Lanwades stud has been a stud farm since at least the 1880s. We have evidence of that, and it may well have been stallions here before that. I came here 100 years later, 1980. I've stood a number of stallions here over the years. Champion sire Ninisky, champion sire Selkirk, and more recently, of course, Ninisky's son Hernando, the imported horses with approval and Le Roi des Animaux, and now Derby winners Study of Man and See the Moon, as well as Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint winner Bobby's Kitten. Having started with 150 acres of grassland, we now, after 44 years, we have expanded to about 1,100 acres. But here at Lanwades and now St. Simon Stud, we have a stable herd of some 80 mares with their young stock, which are their yearlings and their foals. The numbers add up, so we have a couple of hundred head to look after. My operation has gradually increased. When I first came here, I had 2 mares of my own. I had 2 men employed. We now have 46 people employed. I'm incredibly lucky with the marvelous people working here for me, many of whom have been with me for many years. All of this has helped me to achieve some good results. We have, for instance, bred the winners of about 2,500 races for the last 20 years, and also in that period 34 Group 1 winners on a worldwide basis. Unbeaten champion European 2-year-old Carla Dancer was early on in my career here, and then of course we've bred very good older horses like Petoskey, winner of the King George and Queen Elizabeth Stakes, and later on Group 1 winning older fillies, Madame Chang, Lady Jane Digby, and of course the best of them all, Alpinista, winner of 6 Group 1 races, including the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe in 2022. I'm pretty happy about it all. I was very fortunate to be able to ascertain See the Moon's coming here. He was a member of See the Stars' first crop. He and the late Sheikh Hamdan's good filly Tagruda, who won the Epsom Oaks, and See the Moon was the then unbeaten winner of the German Derby. He won it by an unprecedented 11 lengths. He then came to Standard Stud here at Lanwades, and he was the first son of See the Stars to go to stud in England. He has since been followed by Stradivarius and Baid. See the Moon, I think it fair to say that he was an instant success at stud. He produced a larger number of 2-year-old winners in his first crop than his own sire, See the Stars, had managed. So this was very encouraging for us. He has to date sired 4 individual Group 1 winners, one of which, Alpine Star, won the Coronation Stakes over just a mile, 1,600 meters at Royal Ascot, which is remarkable. The others are Muskoka and Fantastic Moon, winners of the German Oaks and Derby respectively, and a horse I bred myself called Durston. He won the Caulfield Cup in Australia. See the Moon, I think, appeals to breeders in as much as, of course, he represents his marvelous, unforgettable sire, See the Stars, but he's also, with his exceptional German dam line, a very useful contributor to class and stamina to any mare that would be presented to him. He's a very good-looking, correct, well-balanced horse with nice temperament, all of which he transmits to his progeny. Study of Man himself won the French Derby. He is, in my opinion, a pretty faultless physical specimen himself. He's also got the most fantastic pedigree that I think it would be hard to match anywhere. He's by that outstanding Japanese phenomenal sire, Deep Impact, and his second dam is the marvelous filly bred by the Nyarkos family, Miesk, who won, I think I'm right in saying, 16 Group 1s, and whose record has never been bettered. One extremely important factor about Study of Man that we mustn't forget is his fantastic ability to sire quality runners. This can be seen, of course, in his statistics. He is, in terms of stakes winners to runners, he is the leading second season stallion standing, not in England, not in Europe, but in the Northern Hemisphere, with his fantastic percentage rate of over 10% stakes winners to runners. For an international breeder, breeding in England has many distinct advantages. We are fortunate enough to have a historical heritage, cultural heritage when it comes to racing and breeding, which I think can be called second to none. We bask in centuries of learning, expertise, and experience.